So a bit more of an unorthodox video today, but there were actually some leaks the other day about what was originally planned for Tears of the Kingdom, and some stuff was for Breath of the Wild, but mainly Tears of the Kingdom. Let's start with that, actually. What was intended for Breath of the Wild and was actually reconsidered for Tears of the Kingdom before being abandoned. It was a hunger system, so instead of just having food heal you, instead there would be food, you would eat it to store hunger. You run out of hunger, you wouldn't be able to use stamina, and it was a way to balance stamina and keep the player going hunting. And you just heal by using potions, which is an interesting concept. Maybe wouldn't work for this game, but I mean, you know, to each their own. The next thing was apparently there was going to be a trial of the sword, which is interesting, because you can fuse stuff to the sword. So assuming you could get it all the way to 60 again, that would be really powerful. If you had a 60 level sword plus like 50, you go over 100 damage easily. And like that was for like 40 swings. Yeah, no, that would be absolutely devastating. But yeah, who knows, maybe it would have been a pretty good change. Master Sword doesn't get a lot of use, so it'd be one way to motivate it at least. Next is actually the 6th Sage, which is it would be a sage just like the other 5, but you would actually get it alongside those ones. And it was actually an Easter egg. It would be Mario. Bit unorthodox, but he would just punch them, enemies, and his his ability would be he would jump on free random enemies doing the equivalent of a critical attack. I found the little Easter egg after doing like a little Mario mini game, but it was a pretty, kind of a shame it was gone, but I guess they need to keep in canonicity. Could have added it as like an amiibo or something at least, that'd be nice. Next up, apparently there's a relationship system in the works, and there's also almost going to be like a dating sim minigame almost tied to the game, where you'd be able to build relationships with characters and even get them to move into your house. It was apparently cut for having too many, being too much work, but it's very interesting. They said that since it was the final game, they'd be able to do it because it was very, kind of like ended the story how you want. And apparently, there would even be options that would show an ending with you and Zelda together, which would have been very cute. And the last one was actually going to be lore motivate, why Ganon's doing all this. And apparently, it would be because Ganondorf has a crush on Rauru, which is very interesting. Yeah, so that would be why he wanted to be Rauru's other king, which is very interesting. I suppose, I guess they ran into lore issues, and I guess this would mean that Ganon was a furry, which is pretty funny. But yeah, that is all I got. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed your day, and